We'll start the soapbox for SoapboxE CellOCs. We have Mihir Parik and Siddesh Chaudhary as candidates, and in panel we have Anup, who is the one of the OCs of ECEL. We have Suresh, who is the UG Academic Affairs General Secretary. We have Soham Tibrewal and Samruddhi Dodal, who are the managers of ECEL. We'll first have opening statements from each of the candidates. You have 3 minutes.
So, hello everyone, I'm Siddesh, third year mechanical engineering student, and I was a corporate relations manager at ECEL earlier, and now I'm contesting for the position of overall coordinator of ECEL. So, I was mesmerized by the concept of entrepreneurship during my freshman orientation. Later on, in order to explore more about startups and entrepreneurship, I became an organizer and then a coordinator at ECEL. During my work in those 2 years, I learned a lot of things about startups and entrepreneurship ecosystem. Later on, in my third year, I became the corporate relations manager at ECEL. As an OC, being from the best technical institute of India, I believe the students of IT Bombay should focus more on creating jobs instead of taking those jobs. As an OC, I'll try to create more awareness about entrepreneurship as well as establish a culture of creating awareness inside the institute. Having an experience of 3 years of working with ECEL and with the appropriate skills along with the love for entrepreneurship, I feel I'll be the right fit to lead ECEL and take it to another level. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Mihir Parik, currently studying in third year of electrical engineering, and I was the marketing manager for the past year. Now I am contesting for the post of overall coordinator of ECEL IIT Bombay. Since my first year, I have been a part of ECEL, contributing in different ways. First as an organizer, second as a coordinator, and third as a marketing manager. It is my vision that all the students of IIT Bombay should make a mark in the emerging field of entrepreneurship in India. Being the students of such a reputed college, there is no doubt that we are at the forefront in technological knowledge. Using this knowledge, there are innumerable ways in which students can excel as entrepreneurs. I want to be responsible for showing the right direction to such students, and it is my responsibility to create an entrepreneurial environment for these students to nurture them. Considering the experience that I have gained over the years, I am confident that I can lead the ECEL of IIT Bombay and take it to places that it has never witnessed before. I have in-depth knowledge about the working and structure of the body, and I am well aware of areas that need improvements. If given a chance, I'll be sure to bring about those changes. And lastly, my love for ECEL has grown exponentially over the years. It has provided me with opportunities that I am sure wouldn't be available elsewhere. I feel it is now my turn to repay the debt and help ECEL grow in both quality as well as reputation. Thank you.
You've written that you wish to secure the interest of IIT students. So can you please elaborate on that too?
Which point from which section?
In the entrepreneurship and business club, the third last one. The last one.
So, the ENG club deals with the students inside the institute. So, in order to cater the students inside the institute, firstly we try to organize the orientation program for all the freshmen who enter the IIT. And in order to make it more structured, we try to organize different orientations for PG students as well as UG students because they both are at different levels and they both have different kind of understanding regarding entrepreneurship and business. Later on, once the students have an idea regarding what entrepreneurship is, we kind of try to involve them in different kind of competitions and business models. So this year we planned something as ELB Buzz, which was a business model competition explicitly for freshmen. So we tried to engage the freshmen and we tried to create an awareness regarding startups and how exactly startup can be built among the freshmen. Once we are done with the freshmen, later on we try to organize different kind of workshops and speaker sessions so that we can cater to the level, cater to different students who are from maybe second year or third year. Later on, in order to cater to the students who are from fourth year or maybe some senior students, we try to organize this is called a competition, which is Eureka. We have a separate track of IITB in which we provide a winner from IITB is given a prize, some money. So the main motive of this competition is to create more enthusiasm among the students of IITB regarding the business model. Moving on, we have one more thing known as FCOP for the students of IIT Bombay. FCOP is an online portal which connects the students who want to do freelancing with the startups who want freelancers. So this way we are able to give this way the students are able to utilize their time by working in a startup, and then they gain exposure of the startup as well.
Adding to that, we also have the startup service platform. We have tried to convince different vendors and different people who are engaged in web development, app development, and some legal services to be provided at a reasonable rate and a bit low rate, a discounted rate to the students of IIT. The main aim of this program is, as you mentioned again, that to promote the entrepreneurial flair among the students of IIT.
Next question. So on your page of your manifesto, you have mentioned about the National Entrepreneurship Challenge and you have mentioned about your vision to promote entrepreneurship at a pan-India level. Can you please elaborate how are you going to reach out to so many campuses and what are you planning to do for students outside IIT Bombay?
Okay, so the National Entrepreneurship Challenge aims to create an e-cell in each college of India. That is the main vision. What we plan to do is engage these students via some incentives and ask them to perform some tasks which are necessary to create an e-cell in their college. We'll help them conduct speaker sessions and different kinds of things that can help them build a structured e-cell in their college. The main motive again is to create an entrepreneurial environment in each of these colleges.
Okay, so currently किस कॉलेज में ई-सेल ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, किस कॉलेज से तुमने बात की है?
Okay. Right now we have already helped establish some 80 odd e-cells in the country, and the talk that you are talking about, what we do is we place college representatives throughout the colleges in India. Then what we do is we ask them to create contingents and help us to get more number of colleges.
Are you saying that they are contingent leaders?
They might or might not be the contingent leaders. In most of the cases they are, but in other cases they might not be. In any case, we have an entire contingent from their college who helps them perform these tasks and are basically the people who create the e-cell.
Adding on to what he said, basically we have a college representative. When he forms a team of himself, like we have a oral coordinator, similarly, we can extrapolate that the CR of that particular college will be OC at that particular college. Then he form a team of 10. And then that team will execute those different tasks and so that they can establish a culture function within their own college. Now coming back to your question, which you mentioned that in which college they have an existing
Just for clarification, like in IIT Kharagpur, there is another body who take care of interest of entrepreneurship. So my question was regarding that: in how many colleges these bodies are already existing?
Okay. So according to me, the ones that we have helped establish are 80. But apart from that, there are some small bodies of e-cell in each of the institutes, or maybe a lot of Indian institutes of technologies. But coming to the point where we are, the position that we are, I don't think the others can match us as of right now. But yeah, we'll be sure to secure that position and maintain that position.
Okay, so I think this is done already. Like previous team also done that. So how it will be different? As you have written in the manifesto, I believe there will be some problems which you need to cater. Exactly. And how you will do that?
Yes.
So first of all, what are those problems, and then how you will cater?
So the problems which we were facing in the previous years was basically that initially we form a team, we establish a team, they finish their first task, their second task, and then they kind of get a bit lazy, or they don't have idea of how to do marketing or how to bring on sponsors, how to contact speakers. So we are trying to start a mentoring track. Basically what we do is we connect our events managers with those particular persons, and then this events manager will personally guide them throughout the year regarding every task, and they let them know how to divide their team, how to manage their team, how to divide their team in different exclusive and exhaustive portfolios, so that they'll be able to cover up everything, every aspect of the event in a structured manner.
Just a clarification: the one manager will talk to 60 people, different people from different places to mentor.
So yeah,
is it possible?
We have basically.
And how much time it will take from like your event member group, whoever is the head of that group?
So what we're planning is we define a structure of how things work. Like as I mentioned, the portfolio thing. We have different portfolios. That is the structure of our team. So we are trying to make a map of how teams should be divided, and under each portfolio, what task each portfolio is supposed to do and how they are supposed to execute it. And then we are trying to send this structured thing to each of the colleges,
So
and then they ask their doubts to our managers.
So basically, what I get from you is you will create a booklet and you will distribute that. Simple.
Pretty much yes, and then we can ask queries to our managers as well as some of the good qualities who are able enough to guide those college representatives.
Okay, so yeah, I would also like to know your views because as all the manifesto points are ditto same. So what are you?
Okay, so one of the things that has to be mentioned is also the number of colleges that are engaged. So what we plan to do is get more number of colleges associated with us, and for the same, we are planning to associate with different kinds of bodies that are helping us for the same. Suppose let's say Intenshala. So what we do is we'll ask them to put up our NEC advertisements in their portals as well, and that is a portal where students frequently visit to see the job listings and to see the internship listings. This is where we plan to put the college representative program and the NEC program, so that they get a complete view of what is happening, and then they can inquire us about what's going on. It will definitely help us to improve the engagement with the college. Apart from that, as you mentioned, we'll be also having a dedicated manager for this initiative as well. We'll be constantly looking after whether they are completing the tasks or not, and if they are not, suppose they have to be called and encouraged, or if they need any help from our side. So that also can be.
One more thing, like when I mentioned mentoring track, it is limited. It is it works on first come first serve basis, so that we can limit the number of entries of mentoring track. So I think that yeah, this year we had around 14 colleges.
14, 1, 4, 1, 4.
1, 4.
So how much you are planning?
So we'll try to increase it to 20 this year from 14.
Next question, next point. Do you have any more questions left?
Yeah. So you have mentioned that you will recognize and reward the best student entry from IT Bombay. Apart from the cash money that Eureka offers to the student, what else you are going to provide to the students so as to encourage them to start?
Yeah, so it works this way. Firstly, the cash prize is something they definitely get. Apart from that, this year what we tried to collaborate with different foreign universities who have their own business model competition. And the kind of thing which we cracked with them was that our winner of Eureka would directly enter their finals. So this way they get an international exposure regarding the different business model competitions of different countries. This is one thing. Moving on, the second thing is that again we kind of collaborate with different kind of consulting firms or mentoring firms. So as an incentive, we kind of give them some X hours of mentoring to the winners of Eureka.
And apart from that, there are, as I mentioned in the startup service platform as well, there will be some collaborations wherein we'll be giving free services for the same as well. Suppose legal services, web development services. The winners will be giving them for free as well.
So we have one more question.
So this is regarding the IP portal in the section of entrepreneurship and business club. So first of all, what is the IP portal and what is the vision of IP portal? I believe it was continued in 2017 to 2018 tenure also, and it was conveyed to Dean R&D sir. And what is the current status of the IP portal? What are their views and why it was not launched?
Okay. So basically,
To specify who you are asking the question to.
So again, I don't want to repeat this again and again, as the manifesto are ditto same. So I am asking to both.
okay. Yeah. So the IP portal is basically a portal wherein we have contacted professors and asked them about their different kinds of IPs that they have, the intellectual properties that they have. So basically, what we have asked them to do, and what we found out that they are interested in is that they have a lot of ideas which are just lying around and they would like to commercialize it. So what we do is that we are the connection between the students and the professors. So we have an entire pool of network wherein we are well aware of the people, of the students in fact, who are interested in getting a hang of a startup, or maybe creating a startup alongside the professor as well. And on the other hand, there are professors who are interested in commercializing their ideas. So what we plan to do is connect them and ask the professors as to what are their views, what are their views regarding the students, what are the requirements they need from the students, and accordingly provide them with a list of people who are there. And it's not a troublesome process for the professor because we'll be filtering the students according to their requirements as well.
So to sum it up, I guess the vision of IP Portal is that we have lots of intellectual property in our institute because obviously we are a technical institute, and which is not being used. So we want to use it and commercialize them so that both can benefit the students as well as the person who owns that intellectual property.
Okay, so basically what I get is people, first of all, professors will apply in this portal, they will host the information in this portal and then a student can apply. Right? So who will have all the database? So it is like basically this portal will be totally monitored by eCell or someone else.
eCell.
So have you talked about this point specific to the professors? Because are you aware of the PPA by any chance? Portal for project allocation. Again, so PPA was started in Khadia's tenure and it was taken here by Sahil in my tenure, and we faced the similar problem. So professors were like कि देखो अभी तुम लोग के पास अगर सारा information रहेगा तो we are not gonna upload each and everything, or we don't believe you or in your portal. So what we did, पूरा का पूरा हम लोगों ने उठा करके शोध पे डाला. So again, if you are going to do that, have you talked to professors कि हम पूरा का पूरा information हम रखेंगे?
A small clarification, what we are doing is we are trying to connect the professors with the students. So on the portal there will be just a description of the intellectual property the professor has. We won't have the exact thing on our portal obviously because like, nobody would like to share their data or the research right in the portal. So we'll have a short description. Later on what we'll do is we'll connect, in case the student is interested, he can apply to get in touch with that particular professor so that the professor will get a particular data of the that student in a structured manner, that who that guy is, from which branch, how much CPI is, or what is interested and what he has done in the past. In case the prof feels that that guy is relevant and he might help him, take that intellectual property and help him commercialize, or in case basically the prof finds him relevant, then the student will only get to know about what exactly the research is going on.
Okay,
so we won't have any idea about the research.
And adding on to that, there is a total, like the professors are totally convinced to do this because we as managers personally go and ask the professors for this kind of thing, and we have taken personal recommendations from them as well. So only the professors who are interested in doing so, their IPs will be there. It will not be like we are just copy and pasting.
Okay, then leave it. And in the previous answer, you have mentioned that the CPI of the student will go to the professor. How you will monitor that the CPI who have the student who have mentioned their CPI, it is correct or not? So again, just one clarification. You expressed that it is just basically connecting to students and professors, so you will not monitor that. The student can give the false details, right?
Okay, so basically it will be based on the LDAP ID and password that they'll be able to log into the website. So yeah, that will be taken care of for sure.
No, so through LDAP ID and password, these just advice, not a question. Through LDAP ID and password, the CPI and everything doesn't go to any portal.
Yeah.
You need to contact ASC for that,
Yes.
and they will not disclose this. So I would suggest you to not take care of CPI and all. And if you want to take the consideration of CPI and all, you can host this portal over the show, and Dean R&D sir can take care of that.
Next point. So we'll move on to the closing statements. Each of the candidates will have again 3 minutes for the closing statement. Please. Mihir?
Okay. On a closing note, I would like to add that it is necessary to create opportunities for students of IIT Bombay who are interested in starting up. These are also students who have innovative ideas but are unaware as to how we should use them. Hence, I feel it will be my duty and responsibility to take these innovative and bright minds along the best path. I know how helpful ECL can be for people with an entrepreneurial flair, and if led in the right manner, the impact it can create in their lives. I promise to do everything in my power to make their journey as smooth as possible and make them feel proud about their association with the entrepreneurship cell of IIT Bombay. Thank you.
Yeah. So I believe the future of our country lies in the hands of the entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are going to shape our tomorrow. And I'm really happy to see that the number of startup enthusiasts in our institute has been increasing. And with the vision to create more jobs and to cater to these needs of these startup enthusiasts, I'd like to become the OC and support and promote the culture of entrepreneurship inside throughout the country.